The question one, what does poverty mean to you? And what are the main causes? What do you have to say, people? Miss Yolanda, you get the mic. Just open it and go ahead, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Belinda. I am one of Teacher Michael's students. I live in Dominican Republic, but originally from Haiti. I am extremely happy to be there with you tonight. Thank you, Teacher Michael, to give me this opportunity to give my answer about this question. I can talk about poverty in two different forms. The first is the state of being extremely poor. For example, thousands of families are living in abject poverty, like they don't have enough to eat, enough clothes, or place to live, or job. They don't have enough money to live. They all depend on others to take care of them. That's abject poverty. And we have another form is the state of being inferior in quality or insufficient in amount. For example, the poverty of imagination, where you don't have big thoughts, you always think inferior. You say you won't make it. I can never be at that level. You have a poor mind. It's a kind of poverty because when you are poor in your mind, it can also make you poor in object too. So that's what I think poverty means to me. About the causes, I have some causes like natural disaster. We know progress is hard and takes many years, but a disaster can wipe out years of progress in a single day. So that's why I think a natural disaster is one of them. And we have climate change. Climate change is making it more difficult for people to grow food and make a living. This is especially true in developing countries where people are more reliant on agriculture. And we have education. Not every person without education is living in extreme poverty, but most adults living in extreme poverty did not receive a quality education. Education is often referred to as the great equalizer. That's because it can open the door to jobs and other resources and skills that a family needs to not just survive, but thrive. There is also when you lack necessary qualities in your life, for example, patience, hard work, and management, and you don't know how to save money. All this can make you poor. So it was some main causes that I think can make you poor. Thank you, Teacher Mike.
Wow, wow, and wow. You are amazing. I really appreciate your comment. I really congratulate you because you did it. You did it, Miss Yolanda. Congratulations. Let's go, please. We're gonna go with you, Miss Manael from Haiti. Hello.
Thank you, teacher, for the mic. Good evening, dear fellows. My name is Manael. I am from and live in Haiti. I am a teacher Michael student and I'm intermediate. And it's a pleasure to me to be there with you. About the first question, what does poverty mean to me? To me, poverty means many things, such as the incapacity to take care of yourself. It's a state in which you find yourself that you have nothing left and like everything, especially economically, and also when you are unable to meet even your primary needs. About mentally poor, as many people just said that a rich man can be poor despite he has so much money. If he has little in her mind, like he doesn't to lodge her knowledge and he refuses to help the poor people or to live together. If you have money, you don't share with people who really need, help them to progress. If you don't do that, you choose to be a selfish person or you are born like this and you are a poor person. I think a really poor person. To me, that's what poverty means. And about the causes, according to my research, there are many causes of poverty, such as lack of good education, conflict, economic inequality, unemployment, or later, to no access to livelihood. Without money from employment, individuals and communities suffer poverty as a direct causation. Also, I think overpopulation especially in undeveloped countries. People are born every year. And the hardest part is that they don't even have the means to support their needs. They are unemployed, or their government don't give them any support. That's what I think, teacher.
You and Miss Yolanda, you're amazing, ladies. We have Miss Manael from Haiti and Miss Yolanda from Dominican Republic. So congratulations, you guys. I really appreciate you. Même quand nous connaissons Haïti, nous connaissons situation, mais mesdames, ça vous montre que nous qu'a fait. Nous-mêmes, guys from the United States of America, raise your hand, please. Say something. You guys from Mexico, Chile, please raise your hand and try to say something.
Good evening, dear people. How are you? My name is Jesulene. I live in Dominican Republic and I'm from an Haiti. I'm very happy to be with you here tonight. So I will give my opinion on this topic. Well, I don't know the other people, but I think that there are many things that can cause poverty. For example, lack of education, lack of access to good work, conflicts and instability. And there are many more. But today I'm just expanding a little on the one of lack of education. But according to what I understand, and also with the advancement of technology, I believe that is really difficult for an illiterate to find a good job. This is my opinion. Thank you,
Well,
teacher.
thank you and congratulations. Let's go with you, please, Miss Judith, our dear sister. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone. The meaning of poverty, when we can say in Haiti, some people said if they complete the GID, sorry, I forget the name in English. When they finish the secondary class, they
You
don't.
can say high school if you want. When
Excuse
they
me?
finish high school. You
High
can say
school.
when they
Thank
finish
you. I
high
said
school. Yeah, it's
GED.
the same thing.
I'm sorry, high school.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. And when finish high school, they don't allow anyone call them poor, because poverty, it can be in your mind, even you are, because people can see outside you don't have money, you can do this, you can do that because of lack of money. But the worst poverty, it's when you don't love your neighbor. And one of the girls said, when you have money, you see your brothers or you see others having like in need. You don't like to share. For me, it's the worst poverty ever, when you don't love your neighbor and you don't share. And to what can cause this? We can say now the COVID-19 brought a lot of surprise. People get shocked. People who were millionaire or billionaire, now they don't have a lot of money. And what else? People, when they want to have more money, I saw something in the news this morning, some Dominican, they made fraud, like almost $100,000, taking people money. Like they said, oh, if you invest this money, you're gonna get this one. And that can cause you, you get broke and you don't have no more money. Okay, and that's a very big problem. We can say COVID-19 pandemic situation, and we can say war, and some disaster, like one of the girls said, because we never know tomorrow. Today you can have $1 million, and tomorrow not even $1. But the worst poverty is when you don't love your neighbor and you don't share with them.
Great. Amazing.
All right, amazing, Miss Judith. You are really perfect. And anyways, you have to be congratulated. And then, yeah, we need people like you in order to encourage the other people to come and learn English with us. That was really amazing. Congratulations for your participation.
Thank you so much. And myself, I used to be a teacher like English and French. Thank you so much. That's very nice
Amazing.
of you.
I used to be a teacher too back in the days. I used to teach English and Spanish when I was in Haiti, but now I
Okay.
am somewhere else and
Oh,
I'm doing other activities.
good job.
Congratulations, and we want you to be more active with us. Thank you a
Oh,
million.
thank you. Teacher Michael is my brother and one of
And
my
Teacher
best
Michael,
helper
Teacher
and shepherd.
Teacher Michael is my brother too.
I know. He told me you live in the States.
Ah, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
I
I can
told
say
you.
that.
You know, when Haitians, I'm sorry, when Haitians say someone my best friend, that's mean we don't have no secret. You
Yeah,
understand? Yes.
I get
He's
it.
one
Thank
of my
you.
best friends and my
Uh,
brother. Thank
all
you.
right, all right. It's a pleasure. I'm sorry, Teacher Michael, because I cut you off.
Me
So
too. We are sorry.
we are sorry. Yeah, let me make a quick introduction for the new people who have not known me yet. My name is Bob, Teacher Michael's little brother. So I have to welcome all of the people here tonight. It is a great pleasure as usual. So to have you, it is like a free class for everyone. You don't have to be a student to be in. You can be a teacher. You come to participate because one of the former president of the state said that speak a language is one thing, and then know what to say in the language is something else. That can happen. You are fluent in English, a lot of good vocabulary, and then your accent is pretty good. But when you cannot talk about a subject, that's something else. So that's why Teacher Michael gives really good opportunity to people come and discuss. Pour moun qui nous voit, si ta wen pa ka di anyen, pa, pa inquiéter nous, ça qui plus important, c'est next time prendre un coup avec Teacher Michael. So m'encourage nous tous rester là until the end, and then you will have a lot of fun. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Okay, so thank you. And thank you a lot, Mr. Bob, and you, Miss Judith, my dear sister, and my brother as well. We're so happy to have all of you guys. So now let's go, please. We are going to keep moving on with the topic. The question number 2 says, what is the correlation between poverty and crime rate? What is the correlation between poverty and crime rate? Quelle relation qui gagne entre pauvreté avec taux de criminalité? Jasmine, open the mic and go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, my dear brother. So welcome. We're so happy to have you. You get the mic. Just go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Teacher Michael, Mr. Bob. I really congratulate you because you did a good job and you still do a good job. So now we have a great topic about poverty. About the second question, there is a great correlation between poverty and crime rate because most of people become criminal. They think they cannot take care of themselves and their family, and they think they should still think they do not believe with them, and they become criminal-like things. In Haiti, they don't have enough money to take care of themselves and their family, and you see the result today. I think there are a good correlation between them. It's not only in Haiti, all over the world, when people don't have money or think to take care of themselves and their family, they still think they don't belong it, and they become not only a stolen, they become criminal acts. Thank you, Teacher Ryan.
Interesting. I really appreciate that because you're a professor. We really congratulate you because you know how to talk about things. Thank you and congratulations. Let's go with you, please, Miss Biolanda.
Good evening again, and thank you, Teacher Michael. There are many things that cause crime, but poverty is one of the causes. To economize time and to let other people say something, I will just talking about one of the reasons. I think there is a strong relationship between poverty and crime rate. One of the reasons is that poverty has been associated with crime is because it is an opportunity for the poor to acquire material that they could otherwise not afford. And poverty can also produce violent crimes because force is an easy way to get a large quantity of goods. So that's why I think it's a correlation between poverty and crime rate. Thank you, Teacher Mike.
Thank you and congratulations. Your answer really deep.
Hello, teacher. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to talk. Yes. So I wanted to say that, yes, in many countries where people kind of have money, people are rich, you see less people who commit crimes. And you might think, well, these people are good. They are good people. They don't steal. They don't commit any crimes because they are good people. But actually, if the situation in that country was different, maybe some people that are honest people in those countries right now would be, maybe some of them would be criminals. Yeah, they're just don't steal because at this moment they have the money they need. They have the things they need, so they don't steal. But if they had a problem, if they were in another situation, many people maybe would enter in that problem. It would be that. Now, another thing to take into account is the definition of crime. What is crime? Because crime is not only when somebody steals someone else's money or someone kidnaps a person, but there are many crimes. There are some kinds of crimes that are committed especially because those people have money. Like political crimes. I mean, in countries where there are only rich people and most people have a lot of money, in those countries you see some other types of crime. Maybe you don't see that often people stealing someone else's cell phone or something, but you see them committing some other kind of crimes, like political crimes, genocide, and those kind of things. So, well, I mean, the concept of crime is not necessarily, exclusively related to poverty, because some other kinds of crimes can be committed only by rich people. Common crimes like stealing somebody's phone or kidnapping something. That's something that can happen among poor people. So, well, but of course, mainly we would say that yes, obviously there is a relationship between, well, not a relationship. There is some kind of influence of poverty on people committing those kind of crimes like stealing, kidnapping, killing for money.
Great, thank you, and thank you very much, Mr. Lobato. We're so happy to have you from Mexico. Okay, so now let's go, please, with another person. I don't know. Yes, if it is you, Miss Erica or Miss Elda, please. Miss Erica or Miss Elda,
Yes.
please.
Thank you so much again for choosing me. About me, Michael, I know this question is very, very strong to me, but I try to say something again. So about me, I know, in my opinion, well, poverty is the part of comprehensive strategies that causes crime due to lack of education, employment. So poverty, a correlation poverty between criminal, for example, in a country with more poverty, I think there are more causes of death. So the victimization rate is higher. Lack of opportunity to live makes you poor, and thus you become associated with criminal.
Great. Yes, thank you, and congratulations, you, Miss Elda, please. And let's go with you, Miss Natalie. You get the mic, just open it and go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, teacher. My own opinion about this second question is, when you see a country that the people live in the poverty, we are going to have a high level crime rate. Imagine everybody needs to eat, to dress, to do many things. They use many ways to survive. Okay, there's a big correlation between poverty and crime rate. You cannot stop it because everybody wants to survive, and the problem is we don't have how to make money, positively. Look when I'm late.
Yeah, we really got you. Congratulations. Yeah, you are
Okay.
doing really good. Uh-huh.
Okay. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. Very hard. For me, the correlation between poverty and crime rate, there's a big, strong correlation, because when you talk about poverty, you see exactly a high level crime rate. Thank you.
Great. Congratulations, Miss Natalie. You are doing a really, really good job. Really appreciate that because you're kind of brave as well. Congratulations. Miss Mahanayal, please.
Thank you, teacher. And I chose poverty brings crime, and crime makes the system poor. That's the report. I'm explaining myself. People who already had the means have become insatiable. They are always looking for money, and they refuse to help those who really need it. And then the poor have no other means to meet their needs. They take up arms, and it is often the rich people who give them, like what is their only outcome. And for them, they have no other choice. Hence the birth of crime. We don't take poverty as an excuse, but in this extreme case, we can say that is a reality. Crime is a complicated issue, and other variables like education, healthcare, and housing have to be taken into consideration. The result indicate that there is a relationship between certain types of crime and poverty, and that income inequality is significant to all types of crime. Yeah, we can really say there is a correlation between poverty and weight crime. If we allow me, I have some search I want to share with you. For example, in South Africa, crime was the dependent variable, which was indexed with different types of crimes. This included murder, rape, theft, assault, and kidnapping. The independent variables were household statistics as well as money spending. If those figures are low, there is certainly an implication of poverty. The final result of the regression was that crime and poverty are positively linked. As poverty rate increase, crime rates also increase.
Great. Thank you, and thank you very much. We really congratulate you for your beautiful and interesting comment. The question number 3 says, how does extreme poverty affect people's physical and mental health? Comment question pauvreté, là, il est dans un niveau qui est extrême, il a affecté santé physique avec santé mentale mon. Qui ça nous gagne pour nous dire de questions ça en anglais? We're gonna start with Miss Biolanda, please.
Thank you again, Teacher Michael, to give me this opportunity to give my answer about this question. Mentally, we can be stressed. We can suffer from depression. We can easily forget things, etc. And physically, depression can be accompanied by headaches, fatigue, and digestive problems. And anxiety can create stomach upset. And children born into poverty are also more likely to suffer from chronic diseases such as asthma, as well as diet-related problems such as tooth decay, malnutrition, diabetes, and heart disease. And to finish, when you are extremely poor, it makes you look older than your age. There are people who are very young, but because they are in poverty, they seem really hard. So in many ways, extreme poverty affect people physically and mentally. Thank you, Teacher Mike.
Interesting. You talk like an expert. I really appreciate that because Miss Miranda mentioned something. I think like most of you guys, you might agree with her 100%. But I just want to hear from you, the other people. Miss Elika or you or maybe Miss Elda, please. Let's go with you. We just want to hear you.
Hello everyone, my name is Erika. I'm living in Dominican Republic. Thank you, Chief Michael, for choosing me. Well, as matter of fact, extreme poverty after people, physical and mental health in many ways. For example, it's increased the risks of dangerous diseases and cause chronic stress like anxiety and fatigue and depression.
Great. Thank you. And thank you very much, Miss Erika. We really appreciate your comment. And about you, please, Miss Maanael. What do you have to say, please?
Thank you again, teacher, for the mic. I think it affects them in extreme cases. For begin with physical health, let's start by an example. When poor people are hungry, normally they can't find food. They can buy it because they don't have money. If you don't eat well, you will become, oh, teacher, sorry, my dog.
No, it's not a problem. You can just keep talking. It's okay.
Yay. They can't buy it because they don't have money. And if you don't eat well, you will become sick with a sickness that causes malnutrition. And when you have malnutrition, you have 90% to die if you don't eat. It's one of many examples I have in my head, but I gave only one. Now let's continue with mental health. Did you know that many full person in the street of psychiatric hospital poverty is 60% of their problems? Because when people see they can't take care of themselves normally as human, they even live in the street, sometimes with their kids. It's really hard for them. The parents, because they don't have money, the child can go to school, yeah, they can become sick mentally. Especially in my country, AD, I think 95% of the people, excluding me, are sick mentally. That's what I think.
Great. Congratulations, Miss Maanael. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate the way that you understand things and the way that you explain things as well. Please, Miss Natalie, again, say something about question number 3.
Thank you, teacher. Poverty affects a person in many ways, such as crime, take drug, illness, pandemic. The poverty gets you nasty. I irritated. For example, by my side, when I'm broke, I looking for oxygen, I can find it. I can't breathe when I'm broke. I have headache, fever. I have a friend, when she's broke, she cry like a baby. That's mean poverty affect a person physically and mental health. Thank you.
Congratulations. I really appreciate your comment. Et pas en pile, mon tap dit même ça, dit un peu anglais ou capable en pile. But I really congratulate you. Mais c'est not il fait qu'on est là, le pas qu'un corps lui même peut-être lui fait le mal. Il a fièvre. C'est le problème révèle. And about you people, when you're broke, when you don't have money, how does that affect you mentally and physically? Let's go with you, please, Miss Judith. It seemed that you wanted to say something. Please, just open the mic and go ahead.
Don't confuse being broke and being poor. Being broke one day or 2 days, but poverty, it's when that person doesn't have any more issue. He has to be in that issue. But being broke, like the you stand, no one likes to be broke. And it's not easy to be broke. But poverty, it's when you don't see any more ways. You have to stay or stuck there until you can find a job, or you have some knowledge, you have your own business, and you can say, let me get out in that poverty economically. And that's mean whatever you don't have money, or we have to make the difference between getting broke and live in poverty. And I can say to even people with good economic standards, they are dealing with mental health or physical health. It depends how you see that money issue. Because I see people sometimes they don't have money or they live in real poverty and they are more happy than someone who has $1 million. And that depends on the person, or that person can deal with that money issue.
Great.
Physically, being poor doesn't mean you have to live dirty. Being poor doesn't mean you have to get crazy, because it could be temporary, depends of your status. That was I had to say.
Great. Interesting. Really appreciate your comment. So thank you. And thank you very much, Ms. Judith. What can be done to reduce poverty and lower crime rate? We are going to start with the person who raised hand. Miss Natalie, let's go with you, please.
Hello?
Hello, Miss. Yeah, you get the mic. You just go ahead.
Okay. What can be done to reduce poverty and lower crime rate? That's my own opinion again. When I see how the world works nowadays, I don't think that's a way to reduce poverty. For me, it's impossible. I'm going to give my opinion about this. We are not living in Walt Disney, Teacher Michael. We are not living in Walt Disney. I'm not going to give you an answer to make you I don't know how I can say to make you pleasure, but I like to talk real. It's impossible to reduce poverty. Why? Because poverty, for me, it's the best way for the haves to get power, to keep power. To keep power. Now, it's very difficult. Not difficult, but impossible, because every harvest in this world want to keep power, and poverty is the one of God. You see, okay, it's the one of way to keep the place, to keep power. For me, that's my own opinion. Poverty and low crime rate, it's very, very impossible nowadays, because we are not living in Walt Disney, but a real life. Thank you.
Congratulations, Miss Natalie. Miss Natalie Sinclair, you're really brave. I really appreciate your comment. Hello, Miss Manile. Open the mic and go ahead. What can be done to reduce poverty and also lower crime rate? Miss Manile, please.
Thank you again, teacher. To begin with, I think we can create more work, open many factories, reduce unemployment as quickly as possible, open more public schools, and free water. And those who want to work with themselves, give them the opportunity to have a business and try to don't be selfish. If we have money, who can help people, help them because they want it. When we act like a really human who has a heart, the poverty can really disappear in the world. And about crimes rate, the first thing we must do is reduce poverty. And then learn to manage our anger and emotions, not by weapons, and keep a little moral value of self-love and love also for your brothers. Do not be selfish. Do not be insatiable because insatiability is the mother of our vices as well as violence.
Great, 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 and great. I really congratulate you and really love you, Miss Manael, because you're doing good. You're doing good. Gen étudiant qui est États-Unis, si yo gen anglais ou, même salye pat ap salye moun. Miss Manael li soti Haiti, Haiti ke nou konen an. Haiti ke nou konen an. She's doing really, 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 really well. I really congratulate you. And you, the other ladies, the other people, you can do the same. Let's go, please, with somebody from Dominican Republic, Miss Biolanda. Open the mic and go ahead, say something about that question, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. To reduce poverty and lower crime rate, and I think especially the government of the country can help too. And the way they can help to reduce, not to finish with the poverty, because we know it's very impossible in this world to finish with the poverty, but they can reduce poverty. Like Ms. Manaya said, they can employment program that provide individual with access to education, employment opportunities, affordable housing, and mental health resources, some hospital. By everything in these areas, the government can help with poverty and crime rates and provide people with a path to a better future. Thank you, Teacher Michael.
Congratulations. 100% agree with you. You and Miss Manael, you know how to say things, how to do things. Congratulations. You guys really good example for the other learners. Mr. Emmanuel, Jasmine, let's go with you, please. You get the mic, just open it and go ahead, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael, again, about the question. Nelson Mandela came out of a retirement in February 2003 to speak on behalf of the Make Poverty History campaign in London, an effort to renew the global commitment to eliminating poverty worldwide. He said, like slavery and apartheid, poverty is not natural. And he said again, is a man-made, it can be overcome and eradicated by the action of human beings. And imaginary national poverty, Mandela issued agreement first made to recommend the people on Revolution French 2004. They can say if you want to eradicate poverty, you should make action by capitalist people, you can eradicate it. Thank you, Chairman.
Congratulations. Congratulations, like Mr. Emmanuel Jasper from Tigwav. From Tigwav, not from Boston, not from like Florida, not from Philadelphia, but from Haiti. Congratulations, Mr. Emmanuel. Would you pay more taxes if this would eliminate poverty by creating jobs for everyone? Would you do that? If yes, raise your hand. If no, raise your hand as well and explain why. Est-ce que vous avez payé plus taxes si vous avez connu ça, tu as éliminé pauvreté et tu as des possibilités pour tout le monde de travail? Est-ce que tu as fait ça? Yes, Miss Yolanda, let's go with you.
Thank you. About my point of view, if it was a reality when we paid more taxes and it helped the poor people, I will do it because it's nice to help all those in need. But in most cases, it's really not real. sometimes they just pretend to help people and they all keep their money in their pocket. They take pictures to show that they are helping them, but it's not true. So if it was really a reality, I would be great to have more work for everyone, and it would be happy to them to help them. So thank you, Teacher Mike.
Congratulations. I really appreciate that. Miss Manal, please, let's go with you.
Thank you again, teacher. About the number 5. Yes, I could do that because the most important thing is to help the poor people, help them to find a job. If I find a way to do that, I will do that since we've really done it. As soon as we don't do as bad things and make sure the taxes I pay are really useful for people. Don't take the taxes to do another things who has nothing to do with what we really want, because the system is really corrupt. They always take advantage of the unfortunate.
Great. Amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. I really appreciate your comment. Really congratulate you. Let's go with you, please, Mr. Emmanuel. Just open the mic and go ahead.
Yeah, thank you again, Teacher Michael. Yeah, if it's possible, I will do it. I consider poverty like is illness, but if I can pay taxes to help other people, I will do it. But I know it's almost impossible all over the world to resolve this problem because in USA there are more poor people, and China there are more people, and French there are more people. I can say only the kingdom of God can resolve this problem already all over the world.
Very well. Yes, 100% agree with you. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Mr. Jasmine. Thank you. And thank you very much. Comment monde lan tap ye? Ou bien comment monde lan tap différent? Si pas de question pauvreté. Comment nous pensons monde lan tap ye? Yes, Miss Yolanda.
A world without poverty, it would be a world of no homelessness, no unemployment, and no charity. Society would brim with high literacy rates and be unimmensely affected by infant mortality rates. As poverty is also of a relative nature, a world without poverty would also mean no income inequality. I know it would be really hard for rich people because they always need the services of poor people, but it would be a really great world. Everyone could have a normal job that pay well, and I think there wouldn't be so many crime like that. It would be a different world, but there will be more happiness, less sadness. I think it would be really great. Thank you, Teacher Mike.
Interesting and amazing. I really appreciate your comments. Just a really nice way to conclude thing. And Miss Manael, please, you get the mic, say something. Comment monde la tapier? C'est pas de question pauvreté.
Yeah, thank you again, teacher. I think the world would be balanced, can be quiet too, but that doesn't mean that people would have the same means. It would be impossible. The world would always be like the fingers of our hands, one above the other. At the same time, one cannot work without the other. We will help each other to move forward together. Even if we would not have the same means in this world, would be beautiful and maybe in peace.
Interesting. You are so humble. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Miss Anna, really nice. I really thank you. Let's go with you, please, Miss Natalie. You get the mic.
A word, no crime, no injustice, no selfishness. This is this world that everybody dream. For me, this is an amazing world, but it's very difficult or impossible to have this world. Very difficult. And I'm so sad when I share you my opinion for this question. Very sad Yeah,
So
thank
sad.
you.
Yeah, we understand you and really congratulate you as well, Miss Natalie. Okay, good. So thank you, and thank you very much, all of you guys, for being there tonight. We really congratulate you, and I really congratulate all of you who had opportunity like to share your opinion, share your thoughts. It was awesome, especially guys from Haiti, like Mr. Emmanuel, Miss Manael, and you guys from the Dominican Republic, Miss Natalie, Miss Elda, Biolanda, especially Mr. Hakim, and I really congratulate you. And you, the other people from the US, United States of America, from Mexico, and we're really happy to have you and we really congratulate you. So, let's go, Miss Biolanda, because you raised your hand, please.
Thank you, Teacher Michael. About this club, I don't know how to thank you, Teacher Michael, because you really do a good job. You make this club possible. It's very difficult because you're working, you have a family, but you make all your possible to make this club for us. It's very incredible, and it was very good. I participate and I hear other person give her answers. It's very good. I really appreciate that. And thank you all of you guys because you were here with us for make this club possible. Thank you and have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you very much, Miss Biolanda. Miss Mahanael, please say something before we go.
Thank you, teacher. And yeah, it was really a beautiful and deep club. I really appreciate that. And you did a good job, teacher. Thank you, and thank you for that. Thank you for other people too, because their opinion, it was really deep and interesting. And I like, teacher, when you choose the deep subject, because yeah, that's true, it's really hard, but it helps us to lodge her knowledge. Personally, I think it's good for me because I do some research, and yeah, it's really good for my mind, my knowledge. Thank you, and thank you. You don't know what you do for me, teacher. Thank you. Okay.
Great.
Have a good night. As you like to say, sleep like a baby. Okay.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, my beautiful sister, Miss Mahanael. Say, Emmanuel.
Okay, thank you, all of you, especially you, Teacher Michael. You did a good job, always. And tonight, like you always say, English is not only speak, but it's only knowledge. We got knowledge when you speak about this topic all over the world. You speak about poverty, and I think it's a good one between a lot of club we get. And I want to say thank you to people, the followers, and people are speaking tonight, like Judith, Yolanda, and Miss Elda. You did a good job. And I have a suggestion for the other people don't speaking tonight. The secret is preparing before the club. You should make research on Google, YouTube. You should read book, and you can participate. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. You got home. You can in the next slide. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Great, thank you, and congratulations, Mr. Emmanuel, as well.
Connaissance, c'est celle bagay yo pa jam ka apprendre nan yon, même si yo ta deporté ou. Apprendre anglais tande, ou a sonje mte pale ou. My name is Steffi from Comwad Language Courses. Nan Comwad Language Courses, nou itilize pi bon méthode ki se méthode konversasyon. Nou pa focus sur grammatical. Sa ki pi important pour nous c'est écoute, compréhension et puis parler. Ça va tendre pour commencer. Nouvelle session, c'est moi ça. Pour encourager famille ou amis pour apprendre à parler anglais tout. Pour plus d'informations, contactez nos numéros ça.
Life in America is beautiful, but it's more beautiful when you speak English well. I'm Yolanda from Commonwealth Language Courses. Commonwealth Language Courses, c'est une école online qui apprend nous parler anglais. Il fait live sur Zoom, ça qui veut dire qu'on apprend à parler langue anglais à n'importe côté dans le monde là. So, soit besoin, c'est un appareil qui a Internet. Par exemple, un téléphone, une tablette ou bien un laptop qui soit apte pour commencer. Nouveau session, c'est moi ça. Ou capable d'écrire un numéro ça, qu'on soit besoin de toute information que vous besoin. N'attendons nous tout.